you would think Kingdom Hearts 2 would be the continuation of Sora's journey, right?
Yeah.
You're wrong, because we meet Roxas. We play as Roxas for a good couple hours.
All right.
Who's this new boy? Roxas.
Mm-hmm.
Roxas is living in a fake Twilight Town.
All right.
It's Twilight Town's kind of like the new Traverse Town.
All right.
It's just a new non-Disney world.
Uh-huh.
It's really cool. Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
So he goes through this fake summer break in this fake Twilight Town.
Mm-hmm.
Axel, his best friend. You remember Axel?
Yeah, I do.
Spiky hair.
Yeah.
They're best friends.
All right.
And he tries to bring him back to the organization.
Mm-hmm.
But Roxas can't remember. He got his memories wiped a few days before after getting his ass whooped by Riku.
All right.
After Riku succumbed to his full darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Riku no longer looks like Riku.
All right.
Oh, so you remember that secret ending in Kingdom Hearts 1?
Yeah.
That's what happened just before this game.
Okay.
So he's older.
Mm-hmm.
See if I could pull up. Yeah, he looks more like that now.
Gotcha.
But he succumbed to his darkness.
Mm-hmm.
So now he looks like Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, the final boss in Kingdom Hearts 1.
All right.
And he can also use the Demon Shadow thing.
All right.
But you don't really know that until the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers. So Roxas Naminé convinces Roxas to give... Roxas is Sora's nobody. Because remember when Sora became a Heartless?
Yeah.
His
strong will.
Yeah, that body became Roxas.
Mm-hmm.
So to complete Sora, Roxas had to give like that part of him back to him, the memories and such. And then that's when we get to play as Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
All right.
And we gotta we gotta find Mickey, we gotta find Riku.
Mickey again. Where does it keep going?
Minutes later, they find Mickey in a black coat. And he's like, shh, you gotta go to Hollow Bastion. He's like, but what is going on? Where's Riku? And he's like, I can't tell you about that.
Uh-huh.
because
Plot.
Riku succumbed to the darkness, and he doesn't even look like himself anymore. So he's like, I don't want anybody to know I exist.
Yeah.
Until they can fix me, if ever.
Yeah.
So in this story, they just try to stop Organization 13, these guys, and we get to meet the rest of them. Luxord, Demyx, Zexion, Xemnas.
All right.
Can you guess who's Xemnas? These are all nobodies, by the way.
Yeah.
Can you guess who his nobody is?
Is it a Final Fantasy character?
No.
The Disney character?
No, it's Ansem, Seeker of Darkness is nobody. So because the Ansem, Seeker of Darkness is actually a Heartless, and that's his nobody. Whoa. So
big plot twist.
Essentially fighting the same guy twice, but two different versions of him. Xemnas is way cooler, anyways. And we got Syx, who used to be Axel's best friend back in the day.
Back in the old days.
And then that's right that there's Roxas. He's also right there.
He looks like a biker.
Yeah. A little bit. Who's voiced by Jesse McCartney. You know who that is?
Maybe.
He's the singer from like the early 2000s. He was pretty popular.
I was like 4.
Kiss Me Baby One More Time? Or was that his brother? I don't know. He had some fucking stupid songs. Now he just does voice work.
All right.
Really bad. Well, not bad. He's a decent voice actor. But his characters in most of his movies just suck. Roxas is definitely his best character. So they go from world to world, saving them from the Heartless and the Nobodies. And then about halfway through the game, Kairi decides to she's got to do something. She's got to find Sora. And Axel kidnaps her.
Oh no!
To lure Sora to their castle, which is in the world that never was, which is a really cool name for a world
that doesn't exist.
Yeah, kind of. So now Sora he's looking for Riku, and he's got to save Kairi again.
All right.
God damn it.
When will
Kairi not? Yeah. God damn it, Kairi.
Learn to pick up a sword.
That's how the entire franchise. That's the entire fan base right now.
Your princess is in another castle.
Yes. So go Disney to World, fighting Heartless, and there's a big Heartless war.
Mm-hmm.
They fight in that, and again, like the Disney worlds are more or less the same.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta save everybody. Where's Riku? Where's King Mickey?
Where are they?
Yeah. And then we get to Maleficent is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
She came back to life,
Mm-hmm.
and she teamed up with Pete from the Disney's cartoons. You know who Pete is? Pete.
The Magic Dragon?
No. Pete.
Ooh.
Pete.
Peter Pan.
Goofy's neighbor, Pete.
Oh, the guy who's always mean.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Pete. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got this weird onesie zipper anime outfit.
I love it.
Let's see if we can find it.
That sounds amazing.
KH2 Pete. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. No, Peter Pan. I just want Pete. Pete.
I love Pete.
Pete.
Oh my god, he looks beautiful. I love it so much.
Yeah, that's fucking Pete.
Dude, it's cool. It's cool until you get to his face. Oh my god, I love Pete so much. Now.
Yeah, no, he's real funny. You fight him several times throughout the game. It's pretty sweet.
This time I'll get you.
Yeah. So they make it to the world that never was.
Mm-hmm.
They have to kill all these organization members, and then you remember Diz?
Yeah.
Diz is secretly the real Ansem.
Oh.
Because the guy, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, his real name is Xehanort.
All right.
And after he became a Heartless, he changed his name to Ansem and continued to do Ansem's research in the heart.
All right.
And that's how he discovered how to make artificial Heartless. He banished the real Ansem, also known as Ansem the Wise, took his name. I don't know why they did all this. It just
because it's cool.
Yeah, there you go. It's super cool. So the reason they got to stop Organization 13 is because their plan is to create Kingdom Hearts so they can give themselves hearts.
Give them back to them. So I want to feel again.
But to do that, they gotta turn
kill everybody else.
Yeah, they gotta turn people into Heartless, and then those Heartless steal hearts.
And they just make them big.
So this time around, instead of using the 7 Princesses of Heart, they're trying to create Kingdom Hearts by merging all these hearts together, because all these hearts are full of light and darkness anyways.
They're redistributing the wealth.
What?
They're redistributing the hearts to themselves. So it's like communism.
Sure, okay.
Are there 13 of them?
Organization members?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Organization 13.
That's why I just wanted to make sure that's why they were called it, unless that was just their name.
Until they get the 14th member, but don't worry about
dumb.
that.
They should never add members. You just kill one off and put a new one in.
So they have this big artificial Kingdom Hearts made out of all these hearts made out of light and darkness. And then Ansem the Wise tries to turn it into data. Because he's a scientist.
I'm going to digitize this.
Yes. So he gets this weird machine and he blows it up. And Xemnas is really fake sad about it.
Oh.
My Kingdom Hearts. Xemnas has got a really cool voice,
all right.
by the way.
I was kind of imagining something like Jimmy Fallon.
No. He's got a cool voice.
He's like Gargle Gravel.
So they have to kill all these bad guys, make their way up to the top of the castle.
Yeah.
And then Xemnas enters this Kingdom Hearts thing. And then Kingdom Hearts creates a door. So they could all go through the door.
That's important.
Yes.
Because key.
Yes. So they go through Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Riku, and Sora.
I forgot this was a Disney game.
Yeah. A lot of people do. Because the only
it's
real...
also a Final Fantasy game.
Yes. So...
But it's also not.
Well, I should have mentioned, when they go to Hollow Bastion, all their Final Fantasy friends are there. They're not super plot relevant.
But they're there.
But they're there, and they're cool, because it's Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
So Xemnas transforms his castle into a dragon.
As you do.
As you do.
Tuesday already.
So they board the dragon. And Xemnas is there, clad in fucking sick ass armor. Let's see if I can find Kingdom Hearts 2 final boss. There's the armor. Sick ass armor. And it's got this weird crazy cloak thing. And it's awesome.
Alright.
Let's see if I can find the final boss dragon. And there's the dragon made out of the castle. There's its head. And he's sitting at the top of the head. That's where the battlefield is. It's the tippy top of the head.
Battle on dragon head.
You have to blow up the dragon's wings, and you have to blow up its rockets. And then you have to board the dragon, and then you fight Xemnas. And then you end up in this weird other blank world. And this is where the true final phase happens. He's wearing like that black coat, but it's white with black swirls for some reason. Because it's the final battle.
Gotta be all cool.
But at this point, Sora and Riku have been separated from everybody else. So you fight the final bosses, Sora and Riku. And it's pretty cool. Because it's a cool character arc, because Riku is like basically the final boss. And he was bad, and now he's good. And he's also... Ansem's machine that destroyed Kingdom Hearts, the light exploded from the machine, curing Riku. So he looks all normal.
All right.
He's normal Riku
but
now.
He can't use Dark Blast.
He can still use dark stuff, but he can't travel through darkness and...
because plot.
Plot and things and stuff. So they beat Xemnas. They end up in this world of darkness, but the light... So this door to the light appeared out of nowhere.
Keyblade.
Sure. I think it was because of friendship.
It doesn't
so they go through
me.
the door, and they finally make it home to Destiny Islands.
All right.
And it's super sweet, and everybody cries. And then you go through the credits, and
it was all a dream.
And then there's an epilogue. They're there hanging out, and a bottle ends up on shore with a message from the king.
Mickey.
There's a whole video game that you can play, and at the end you can find out what's on the note.
Oh.
You don't get to find out what's on the note.
Unless you play.
But I'll tell you what's on the note. He's like, okay, so there's these people who... there are these people from a few years ago who are suffering, and the actions they took helped you become who you are today. And so they're like, we need your help, Sora, to free these people from their suffering. And Sora's like, I got it. Let's go. Let's do this.
All right.
But first, you have to become a master.
Ooh.
A Keyblade master. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
All right.
Let's go back to Chain of Memories.
All right.
There's a game called 358 over 2 days.
I'm sorry.
Because it takes place over
358 days, but 2.
But it's like a year, roughly a year. But it's about 2 people.
Okay.
Roxas and Xion.
All right.
Xion is a replica. Is a replica like Replica Riku. You remember Replica Riku, who murdered Zexion?
Yeah.
She was the precursor to that.
Okay.
And she is like a blank vessel. Everybody sees her differently based on their connections to Sora. Because so you know how at this point Sora's memories are being configured?
Yeah.
So some of his memories escaped and are just floating out in the ether. And some of these memories entered this blank puppet Xion, which gave her that look. So she's an emo Kairi.
All right.
Roxas sees her as emo Kairi. Axel sees her as emo Kairi. Zigabar, the guy with the guns, eye patch, he sees Xion as the Ventus.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I'll get to that.
All right.
So everybody sees her differently. she's slowly absorbing Sora's memories, and Roxas is slowly absorbing Sora's memories. So this is why it takes so long to fix Sora. And Riku finds Xion and Roxas, and Riku's like, Xion, you gotta give those memories back to Sora.
No.
And then so Sora and I can stop Xemnas from doing all this bad stuff. Because at this point they're working for an organization. He gave them a purpose and a name. Yeah. So he's like, I will just do what you want. Okay. All right. I don't feel any way about it anyways. But because they got these memories, they start to form their own hearts, which is weird. Yeah. It's a total retcon. I'll explain it later. All right. So Xion, she's like, Roxas, you gotta kill me.
That's a good, real sharp turn.
And then you need to stop Xemnas. This is after a year. I'm skipping a whole lot.
All right.
Getting to the more important stuff. So
the plot.
So Roxas beats Xion. She's like, thank you. Now I can go back to Sora or give his memories back. And we can beat Xemnas and stop him from forming Kingdom Hearts. And Roxas cries, which is not normal for a nobody. Because they're not supposed to feel.
But then he felt sad.
Super sad. But... So nobody, after she dies, nobody remembers her. Clean slate.
Nothing happened.
The perfect way to introduce a character without messing up your story.
Because
kill her, and that way everybody forgets about her.
Wow.
That is harsh. It's the most fan fiction-y out of all the Kingdom Hearts games.
It's like, it's just not real.
So Roxas tries to go take on Xemnas, but first he has to beat up Saïx in a really, really, really cool boss fight. Really cool moment where he totally flexes on Saïx. And he goes there, and Riku's there. Remember the final... Yeah. Remember their battle? Yeah. This game ends with their battle. Riku's the final boss. Super cool, right? I know.
So what he's like... Me is that basically what happened in this game is like... Not really anything, but kind of something.
People really liked Roxas, so they gave him a game.
Okay.
And to add a new character and some subplots, like just to fill in the lore. Gap. Just to fill in that lore while we waited for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Which took a long time.
Which we still ended up waiting a super, super duper long time for.
Like 10 years-ish?
I know, like, after... 358 over 2 days came out, which I think was like 2009 or 2010. So we had to wait like 8 more years. Fuck my life. Okay. So Riku succumbs to the darkness and beats Roxas, puts him in the fake Twilight Town. And skip all the way to the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. And now we got the recoded. The combat is better than 358 over 2 days, but the story is garbage. Because... So there's a secret message in this journal. This journal that they had this journal, which was written in by Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket was on the adventure the whole time, and he took notes in his journal. And he found a secret note in his journal. So they digitized the journal.
Digitize.
Yeah. And so they sent a message to the digital Sora and asked him for his help. So you play as a digital Sora from Kingdom Hearts 1. It's ridiculous and stupid.
It sounds stupid.
And then you find a message from Naminé, and she's like, I exist. Don't forget about me. No. And the Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, they're suffering. You need to help them. So Mickey writes the note and sends it to Sora, and he's like, we gotta help these guys. Yeah. But first you need to become a master, a Keyblade master, and obtain the power of waking. So you can use this power to awaken people who have lost their hearts, which is important. I'll get to it.
Plot.
Birth by sleep.
I'm sorry?
Birth by sleep, which is...
game?
Did I lose it? Did I lose the image? Oh, here it is. Nope. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Is that better?
Yes, it is.
So this guy in the middle. That is Ventus.
All right. He looks
exactly like Roxas, right?
Yeah. But blonder.
Blonder? It is about the same. Okay. I will let you... Okay, so I guess in the CGI trailers, he's ever so slightly blonder. Barely. Okay. What was this?
Ventus Latte.
Ventus. Looks like Roxas. But no, it's actually Roxas looks like Ventus because this game takes place 10 years before the first Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Sora, Kairi, and Riku, they're just like little 4-year-old children's.
And they die. Anakin comes out of nowhere.
And that guy, that's Terra. Mm-hmm. And the woman, that is Aqua.
Is it because she has blue hair? And controls water, I assume.
She's more akin to ice.
Close enough. That's
Close
just frozen
enough.
water.
Yep. This edgy guy here, that's Vanitas.
Fire, I assume.
Nope. Darkness.
Oh, that dark. Is edge.
And this guy, this bald guy, that is Master Xehanort.
Voldemort.
The original Xehanort.
Okay. There's Xehanort, but then there's also Xehanort.
Then it's also got Mickey Mouse, who's a novice Keyblade wielder at the time. Mm-hmm. Not a master. He's just a young king learning how to use the Keyblade.
All right.
So 10 years before Kingdom Hearts 1, all these guys are training with Master Ericus, which is just square spelt backwards.
Yep.
Yep. Do you know who Yen Sid is?
Yeah.
The wizard from Fantasia with the pointy hat with the stars and moons on it.
Yeah.
That is, in this game, he is known as Master Yen Sid, former Keyblade master.
All right. Because Fantasia.
He's like the only other Disney character to wield a Keyblade. You never see him wield it.
But they're told he could.
Yes. He trained with Master Xehanort and Master Ericus. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of Master Ericus so you know who we're dealing with here.
All right.
Master... I can spell, I promise. Ericus.
Alrighty.
Master...
He looks like Orlando Bloom from Pirates of the Caribbean.
But older?
And more Japanese hair.
Yes. He is voiced by none other than Mark Hamill.
I recognize that name, but don't know who he is.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes. Master Xehanort is voiced by the late Leonard Nimoy.
Mm-hmm.
You know who Leonard Nimoy is?
I know the name.
Spock.
Yeah.
Probably the best voiced character in the whole game. It's a shame he died. The new guy also does a really good job. He also died. So we won't be seeing him in DLC.
All right. Or maybe ever again, because he's a curse.
Well, by the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, we shouldn't ever see him ever again.
All right.
So, Master Ericus is training Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, and the day this game starts, Terra and Aqua are taking their Mark of Mastery exam. And Master Xehanort shows up out of the blue after years of...
not existing.
Well, Master Xehanort and Master Ericus had a falling out a few years ago, and he showed up and apologized. And it's like, let's be friends. We've been friends forever. Let's be friends again. But he sabotages the Mark of Mastery exam and causes Terra to tap into his darkness. And so Terra fails the exam, while as Aqua passes and becomes Master Aqua. And at this point, Ventus is in his room, and then this edgy kid, Vanitas, shows up.
All right.
And he's like, Terra's gonna leave, you better go. He's like, who are you? So he leaves, and he goes. So Master Xehanort tells Master Ericus that there's these strange creatures roaming the worlds, causing havoc, called Unversed. So, Terra is sent to go check it out. Ventus follows Terra because Ventus is worried for Terra's safety, and then Aqua is sent to bring Ventus back home. So you get to play 3 mini story modes in this game. And by playing all 3 of them, you unlock a secret episode where you get to play as like the true ending of the game where you play as Aqua. So you go through the game. I usually play as Terra first. The recommended order is Terra, Ventus, Aqua. So you play as Terra. he sort of keeps fucking up, accidentally tapping into his darkness and making things worse than they were when he showed up.
Yeah.
And he's warned. I'm trying to remember what happens. Oh, jeez. So Terra is convinced that Master Xehanort is a good guy. Look at him. So you know Terra's not
Mr. Bald Pointy Ear. I think he has a goatee
with yellow eyes and a goatee. Voiced by an evil sounding Leonard Nimoy.
You know.
And he's like, darkness ain't really so bad.
Yeah, it's like, he's a good guy.
You gotta have balance. Darkness is you gotta control the darkness, right? Like, so he tricks Terra, and then falsely gives him the title Master to really, stick it to him, just like convince him, like he's like, so he accepts Master Xehanort as his true master. And Xehanort warns Terra, this is about near the end of the game, warns Terra that Ericus is about to do something real bad to Ventus. He shows up back home, the land of departure, their home, and Master Ericus is about to murder Ventus. And Terra's like, nope, that's not happening. And then he sends Ventus away, and then he defeats Master Ericus. And he's like, he's all hurt and stuff, and then Master Xehanort shows up and finishes him off with a dark blast.
Dark blast!
He collapses and disappears as he falls into Terra's arms. He's real sad, and then Master Xehanort's like, I tricked you, you fucking idiot.
Whole story of game, Xehanort, big dick.
Xehanort is, he's
the
got
biggest dick.
He's got a contingency for every contingency.
They're real sad because Xehanort big dick.
That is accurate. So he's like, and then he creates like a black hole, and it eats up the land of departure. And then the Terra meets up with everybody at the Keyblade graveyard. He's like, meet me here so we can duke it out. He's got a plan for Ventus, and he's got a plan for Terra, and I guess he's got a plan for Aqua. His plan for Aqua is just to fucking murder her.
That's a solid plan.
Yeah. So everybody gets separated, and Xehanort, like an earthbender, summons like a mountain, and they fight on top of this mountain. And he beats him up, and then he summons a false Kingdom Hearts. More on that later, because you don't really know how it forms until you play Ventus's story.
All right.
So he forms a false Kingdom Hearts. His plan is to unlock Kingdom Hearts with the Keyblade, or the X-Blade, which is like just a crazy looking Keyblade.
All right.
See if I can find a picture of the X-Blade.
X-Blade, man.
Excalibur.
So it's like the story of the elements, and then Big Dick Man, and then Mickey's also here. Dude, I love X-Blades, the video game.
Kingdom Hearts X-Blade. That is the X-Blade.
That's not a sword. That's like, it's like a wind chime.
Yeah. So in the moment of desperation, and this was his big grand plan the whole time, he unleashes his heart. Xehanort unleashes his heart from his body, and puts it into Terra, who he's been slowly corrupting him into the perfect vessel. By making him fully corrupt with darkness, he turned him into the perfect vessel. He took his heart and put it inside Terra's body.
All right.
Terra's hair turns white, and he strangely looks like Ansem, Seeker of Darkness.
Is Xehanort Ansem, Seeker of Darkness the whole time?
The whole time.
Wow.
So this
But also, Terra is Ansem.
So he gets the yellow eyes and the white hair like Xehanort, and the fan base calls him Terranort to differentiate him from Master Xehanort and Terra. So it's Terra Nort is Terra with Xehanort's heart.
Mm-hmm.
But before he leaves, Terra's armor, his will is so strong that he reemerges as his set of armor, because these Keyblade wielders have armor that they use to travel between worlds.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. So that's their final battle, is Terra in his armor versus Terra Nort. And Terra Nort loses his memory, and the only thing he can remember is the name Xehanort. So, and then Ansem the Wise finds Terra Xehanort and makes him an apprentice.
All right.
And this is how he learns about the heart, takes his name, and does the research and creates the artificial Heartless, banishes him and takes his name as Ansem, and then turns himself into an Heartless, which creates Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, the Heartless, and Xemnas,
everything.
the Nobody. Yes, it all started with this. It all started with him. It's fucking crazy, right?
It's super prequel.
Yeah. Ventus's story. Ventus, before the game began, was training with Master Xehanort, but he doesn't remember because he was trying to make Ventus into his perfect vessel, but he failed because he was just too good. He was a good boy. So he failed, and so what he did is he separated all of the darkness from inside Ventus and created Vanitas. He created Vanitas.
Maximum edge.
Yes. With the cool helmet, you can't see his face. So he goes to his home. Xehanort goes back to his home of Destiny Islands. He's from Destiny Islands, just like Sora and Riku. And just like them, he wanted to leave, and he did. So he goes there to dump this body.
Don't need this anymore.
But before Ventus could die, his soul / heart came into contact with a brand new heart that was created at the time. Can you guess which heart he came into contact with? Sora.
What? That's crazy.
So just as Sora's heart was being forged as he was being born, their hearts connected, which saved Ventus from death, but also interlocking them forever. So that's why Sora looks like Ventus and Ventus
looks like Sora.
Well, it's more like Sora looks like Ventus because of the contact.
Yeah.
So, but he doesn't remember anything before that. He dumps him with Ericus, and he trains with Terra and Aqua. And he follows Terra. Meanwhile, Vanitas is just picking on him, being a dickhead the whole time.
As you do.
Yeah. So by the time they reach the end of the game, Xehanort is trying to create the X-Blade, the Keyblade. And to do that, you need a clash of light and dark. So you have Ventus, who's pure light, and Vanitas, who's pure dark. So he's making them fight to create this Keyblade.
Yeah.
And then Ventus beats Vanitas, destroying his mask. And who's behind the mask?
Let me guess.
It's Xehanort again.
Might as well be, but no. It's an emo Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2. Black hair, dark skin, yellow eyes, voiced by Haley Joel Osment, the same voice actor for normal Sora. So he's got like a good boy voice, and he's got a bad boy voice.
Guys, I'm gonna stab a homeless man.
So Ventus and Vanitas combined, and they duke it out inside the Chamber of Waking, which is like this place where hearts are born. And Ventus is like, my friends are my power, just like Sora. Yes, call
Friendship is power.
And he's like, Vanitas is like, if you beat me, you'll die too, stupid.
Is it like
that's like word for word what he says.
Is it a callback or is it more of a call forward?
It's a callback because this game came out after Kingdom Hearts 1.
But it canonically took
Canonically,
place
Ventus said it first.
So it's a call forward.
Sure.
That's what I'm going to
So
call
he beats Vanitas, fracturing his heart. Ventus is still alive, but he's like in a zombified state, like Kairi was. Now let's switch back over to Aqua. Aqua chases Ventus down. They all meet in the Keyblade graveyard. and she gets knocked out by Vanitas. But her final boss is
a gooey flesh monster.
Not the true final boss, but her final boss before the secret boss is Xigbar.
Well, that guy's cool though.
Before he was a nobody, his name was Brag. He had 2 eyes and no scar, and he still wielded guns. But Brag has been working with Master Xehanort the whole time to trick Terra. He kidnapped, quote unquote, Xehanort to try to get his Keyblade. So Terra was forced to use his dark powers to beat Brag, shooting out his fucking eye with a blast of darkness. Yeah. So that's how Brag, like, he's number 2 in the Organization 13. This is pretty much why.
Yeah.
Because he's been working behind the scenes the whole time.
He's been number 2 the whole time before there was Organization 13.
I should probably mention half of the members of Organization 13 were apprentices to Ansem the Wise. That's why they're all in this organization together. He was one of the apprentices.
Gotcha.
Along with Zexion, little baby Zexion, and others. I can't remember all their fucking names.
Ansem turned into Darkman.
So Aqua gets knocked out by Vanitas after defeating Brag, with Eye Patch Brag.
Gotta make sure.
So after you complete all the story modes, you get to play as Aqua again in a secret episode. She can't find Terra. Nobody can find Terra. And Ventus is a lost boy. No heart. He's not awake. So she takes him back to the land of departure, which is all crumbled. She puts him in the castle, and then she uses her Keyblade Master powers to lock the castle so nobody could ever find Ventus. But it also reconfigures the castle, transforming it into Castle Oblivion from Chain of Memories.
There's so much lore.
Yes, nobody can. So that's what I think that's what Xemnas was. Why he sent his members there in the first place was to find Ventus,
kill him.
But nobody can find him. Only Aqua can. That blew me away when I found out the land of departure becomes Castle Oblivion. That was crazy. So she goes to Hollow Bastion, where she finds Terranort, who still has his memories. He's still a bad guy, and he summons the Dark Guardian from Kingdom Hearts 1 behind him. You know. So she essentially gets to fight a version of the final boss from Kingdom Hearts 1, but way crazier.
All right.
Super cool.
All right.
Callback. It all ties together.
Call forward.
So she beats him, and he's falling into darkness. So she leaps in after him. And then she uses her remaining power to send him back to the light.
And she dies.
And that's where they find Xehanort, Terra/Xehanort, and that's where that whole storyline begins. And she's been trapped in the darkness for like 12 years. Because they don't get her out until Kingdom Hearts 3. But time works differently in the realm of darkness. To her, it feels like a really long time, but she's only aged like she hasn't aged. Like weeks or months feel like years.
Gotcha.
That's why when she comes back, she's still like 20.
Gotcha.
And smoking. Arguably best girl.
Nah, Goofy.
Arguably best boy.
Not arguably. It's fact. Brig is number 2.
So, and then if you play the final mix version, you get to play as Aqua after she falls to the realm of darkness, and she discovers the Heartless, because the Heartless aren't really a thing yet. They just hang out in the realm of darkness.
Just chill.
So she gets to fight Heartless, and she fights this big evil Heartless. And then, so that's pretty much the end of Birth by Sleep, but that's not the end of Aqua's story. Because in the 2.8 collection, which is called Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
Could you just call it? I don't know.
I call it Prologue. Kingdom Hearts, the Prologue, or something.
Kingdom Hearts, the before.
Kingdom Hearts, the Prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3 collection.
All right.
You get to play a 2-3 hour segment as Aqua. which was originally supposed to be part of Kingdom Hearts 3, but they figured we'll add it to this collection to help with the wait time, so people don't have to fucking... So you get to play as Aqua in the Kingdom Hearts 3 engine. And this leads all the way up to Kingdom Hearts 1. It turns out she was behind the door at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. When Riku and Mickey closed the door, Aqua was there protecting them from the darkness the whole time.
All right.
And when this happens, she gets lost into the darkness and she's got to wait. And who does she find at the end of the road? Ansem the Wise, after he blew himself up in Kingdom Hearts 2.
It always comes back to Ansem.
Ansem and Xehanort and that shit. So, okay. Before I get into... Oh, wait, let's go through Dream Drop Distance first.
All right.